So my question is, because I really like to focus on the healings, my question is, how can we facilitate that? How can we use energy healing and focus of our attention to facilitate refinement of the mind, body, and emotions so that that process is as graceful and as efficient as possible? Let's find our way to the goal in the highest and best possible way. And just dropping that question, I'm allowing that question to drop into the field of silence. The answer is that the heart center, when the heart center is set up and organized in a way that is like in your highest and best interest, we could say, then this is the seed. It sets the condition because it is through the heart energy center that we access those very fine levels of consciousness. So this is happening, and what's the way, the mechanic of it, I'm watching the mechanic because we've done a lot of heart center healing before, right? But every day is new and new, and we have this law of nature of the mother of creation. The mother of creation, nature, is here with us. That color, that warm, sort of orangish, peachish, peachy color that was coming is, it represents the quality of download taking place in the heart center at this time. The heart's receiving this download of sort of a direct visceral experience of a connection between the heart energy center here in the physiology and the heart of the mother of creation. And what's really beautiful is that we're doing this as a group, and that all of your beautiful hearts together, we create like a giant heart. It's like a big heart, kind of a harmonious agreement of all the hearts to integrate and own the direct connection to the heart of the mother of creation. And I see that as the little, just it's such a fine adjustment. It's just down here in the gap, just such a tiny, tiny little modification of where the heart already was, because so many beautiful hearts in this group, right? But that greater connection, that deeper harmonization with the heart of the mother of creation. The reason is that the mother's heart is like so multidimensional. It's so vast, and it encompasses spheres of the creation that are outside the range of our individual senses, right? So we don't have a context for a lot of for the full nature of the heart of mother. We don't have that. It means that the individual heart stretches a little bit, and it the mental functions and like the analysis become much more simple so that the experience is direct. Because it's such a big experience, it's nice for the experience to be right in that space, just direct experience. Of course, my job is to unpack the experience. So I do my best. I'll do my best. But first, I just want to make sure that I'm owning it. Part of the dynamic that's taking place here is something that we discussed yesterday, which is all the creation, all that we like, all that we don't like, all that we approve of or don't, or determine to be good or pure versus determining to be not so good or pure, all of it is within the range of the heart's capacity to uplift. Your heart, our hearts, have this innate capacity to take even the darkest, most unpleasant feelings and uplift them and restructure wholeness, restructure the heart of Mother Divine into that experience. Like her heart is moving through our hearts. It's one heart. We are the instruments of her heart. We are the instruments of her heart, flowing the light of our awareness through these physiologies and into these lives and into whatever it is in the life that is not easy or difficult or painful or challenging, and allowing that larger potential of the heart to transform the darkness to light, to transform the challenging situation into a tool for evolution. This is what the heart does. This is its function. It has like one job. The heart has this one job. And then when I say heart, I mean the heart energy center. Physical heart, it also kind of has one job. It it acts as the voice of what's going on in the heart energy center. Your physical heart acts as the voice of that. Um, the beating of the heart is like music, right? It sets up a rhythm or a tempo, a meter. It goes in a 3/4 meter. Dub, 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 dun, 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 triplet, triplet. Is the heart. The threefold, see? And it's a threefold value of the mother of creation. It's a threefold beating in the actual physical heart. And that beating sets up the magnetic field that then talks to all the other organs and systems of the body and keeps everything flowing in the right direction, the direction of highest health. So this shift in the heart energy center is a very tiny shift, but it's making changes. As I'm unpacking it, you can see it's like dominoes or something, that it works its way all the way up to the physical material, and the result is improved health. Improved health, and more balanced approach to reality, and deeper understanding and wisdom. That process of, I would like to go back and ask the mother of creation, since our hearts are a little more like aligned with her energy, let's, as a collective, we just ask, how can we be in a place? How can we self-position so that this process of integrating our heart energy center with the heart of the mother of creation is ongoing, continuous, um, comfortable enough that the nervous system has time to adapt and modify around the experience. The nervous system is like the carrier of the consciousness in a way. I mean, all the different parts of the body carry consciousness. They all have consciousness, but the nervous system is really that vehicle through which we apply our awareness and attention. For example, senses of perception, right? You choose to look in some direction or another. We choose, we have choices. So the nervous system is extremely important. The flexibility and the stability of the nervous system, adaptability and stability of the nervous system are essential for creating a condition whereby this process is ongoing and it is integrating as it goes. Well, that's it. It has to integrate into the nervous system as it goes. So the nervous system has to be flexible and stable enough to integrate the experience as the experience continues, as the closeness in the heart to the mother creation becomes more and more and more and more. It also accelerates. Well, my question is, if the nervous system, can the nervous system handle that? And if not, what needs to be done exactly? And the answer is yes. The nervous system is also so constructed that if the changes in the nervous system are happening in a sequential way, then each change acts as a foundation for the next change, and you build up a system. And this has to do with the planet Saturn, because Saturn oversees the nervous system, I understand, also the bones, but the nervous system. So you build up in layers, sequential layers, of stability and adaptability, so that the nervous system is able to stand on its own previous construction in order to take the next step. And that does give rise to a condition whereby one can keep up with an accelerated pace of integration, between the individual constructs on the level of consciousness, like the individual form of the heart, the deepest, finest feeling level down here with the mother of creation. The mother of creation, which is like the whole package. Just feeling that shift. I'm so grateful. A lot of times when we do a healing, just telling you from inside here what goes on too. Anytime we do a healing that's really right on the money, I often, my ears will go whoop, like that, and they'll like open up and I can hear like better than I did before. I'm so grateful. May that be for everybody. But that's also, it's like the body is speaking, right? The body's saying, oh yeah, well, the senses of perception, which are essentially extensions of the brain, like the brain has all those little organs, right? And then the senses of perception are also, and it happens inside the ear like that. It means that, oh, the nervous system just took on another level of clarity and stability and the ability to know through the senses and the ability for the senses to know at a very fine level. To not just know what's going on up here, but to know what's going on down at the deeper levels, which does echo back a little bit to one of the questions from yesterday. So I hope that this healing is helping that for everybody, is helping for the promote a condition in the heart energy center that allows the heart to function in such a way that the senses of perception refine. Because the relationship between devotion and refinement of senses of perception is intimate. It's intimate. What we choose to do and say and think and feel, it influences and affects the nervous system, but it also affects that heart energy center, and it refines the heart energy center. And that refinement then causes the heart to beat in such a way that it influences, and I'm still getting upgrades in my senses of perception. I'm just asking, being that everybody was receiving that. Everybody's receiving the upgrades in the senses of perception. I've probably had 5 or 6 upgrades now in my ears just since we started talking about this. So may it be that it's for everyone. And if you're not experiencing it immediately, don't worry, because a lot of the work that we do in these webinars will will be reviewed in dream and sleep state. And when you get a chance to see it from those other angles or other functions or modes of the nervous system, then that will often integrate the experience. You wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I can hear better. Oh, I can feel better. Oh, I can see better. Maybe for everyone. It's my only desire, is that the work we do upgrades everyone's physiologies to the maximum ability that it can. You see a lot of people also releasing a certain amount of certain feelings in the face area, in the face and head area, in the sinuses. You know, that's where we cry, right? It's all up in that area. So there's some releasing of blockages in the face area, the face and behind the face, in the sinuses and the cavities, the various ventricles of the brain. There are all these spaces in our heads. The ears, there's spaces. The mouth is a space, lots of spaces. Sometimes the discordant feelings, they lodge themselves in places that we wouldn't think to look. Like, who would think to look? Oh, in the spaces. And for people in the mouth is a great space, right? The releasing of discordant feelings in the mouth is very helpful for anybody who wants to improve their eating habits. Who would have thought this discordant feelings in the mouth are responsible? I'm also seeing meridians from the solar plexus up to the mouth area, clearing, same discordant feelings. And between the solar plexus and the mouth is what? The heart energy center, of course. So the healing for the heart energy center went out into the senses and then it created this clearing of the area around the heart energy center from the solar plexus up to the mouth area. So this is the fold of consciousness into its own nature, giving rise to an upgrade for the whole physiology, because the heart is the conductor of the orchestra. So beautiful, so beautiful.